On the warning track. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Grounded to the right. Austin is up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And now for the Angels, James McCann. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Andrelton Simmons. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Line towards center field. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box now, Cole Calhoun. Now a curveball that's yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball according to the ump down the line. Awfully close that time. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball.
Fair ball.
You can see him pointing down the right field line, and I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that.
That's a fair ball, dumbasses.
All right, here comes our umpiring crew with their ruling, and it is a home run. They overturn their initial ruling, as they say this, in fact, was inside the foul pole. How about that? Stepping in now, Mike Trout. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Braun has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Brewers 5 and the Angels 3. Plate, Mike Moustakas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to...
Cam Bedrosian will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the
Angels, number 32, Cam.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead, that ball.
Into the box, Yasmani Grandal, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball, or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Skied into straightaway right. Ohtani waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
You there?
Ryan Braun will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings.
Yeah,
This was a turning point here.
Alyssa bumped into the internet thing with her boob.
Ball game to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Swing and he pops him up.
I'm surprised he didn't respond to it.
And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. Taylor Williams will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season. Next will be the cleanup. Shohei Ohtani, he singled his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that
So,
slogan, a blast.
what you missed on my game, I hit a home run, and it they tried to put it as a foul ball.
Pitch on its way.
Yeah.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
But then they ended up putting it as a home run. So now it's 5-3 in the 8th inning.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Brian McCann. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Cozart leads off first with 1 away. Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
That sounds about right.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Into the box now, Justin Upton. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way to Upton. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Action now in the Milwaukee Bull. 3 runs, 11 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Flares this one over toward first. Well, this is speared by the first baseman. Ready for another shot now, number 23. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if
line to shortstop, who's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Ansel Robles enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Leading off the inning, number 18, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting
at the plate, Tyler Austin, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
The 0-1 delivery. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
So are you still using my old phone as a hotspot?
Here's another 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Do you still have my phone as a
Here's
hotspot?
the 2-2. And it's fouled away.
Oh.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Do you still get phone calls on my phone?
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Tyler Saladino. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 1 for 2. No ball.
Text messages. The hell?
The 0-1. On the ground short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Lorenzo Cain will stand in again as they're back at the top of the order and will go back here as well. This is when he led off the ball game as he really gets him off to a fast start with a solo home run.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that'll build the lead up to 3 here in the top of the 9th.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. The 0-2 once more.
Well, I'm going to lose this game anyway, so.
Swing to keep it going. Saladino at second. Cain at first. 1 gone.
I'm losing 6-3.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back?
Damn.
They're going to extend their lead.
7-3.
From second, it's a 7-3 ball game.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs
go, 8-3.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-3 ball game.
Now batting.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
0-1 the count. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And there's strike three. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left.
Now
Josh Hader comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. The throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
The batter, number 2.
Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. Popped up. Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final out. Digging in,
nice.
try it again. Cole Calhoun. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in the last at bat. That ball was down and away.
Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. 8-3 tonight. The Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brendan Woodruff takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. So that's a wrap here.
Wednesday. This Wednesday. Yeah. Crowd.
Tuesday night baseball now from
On
the
top
Big A,
of
Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it starts right now.
On top of, I have to
Jaime
do
Barria
2
is
tests
on the mound for game
plus
2.
the
Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher
competition.
here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now and walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, a lot of this offense runs through the Moose, Mike Moustakas. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
1-1 the count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Christian Yelich stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. Another 0-2 home. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And you can
he's swinging a fast
swings through the
slider.
inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. That's wide, 2-0. Moustakas, or just Moose for short. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
I know you have to have teammates on base to drive runs in, but this guy has had a knack all year of coming through with clutch hits at the right time to put his team on top or come back in some big games. He leads the team in RBIs as he approaches the final push towards free agency.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Ohtani on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Brewers. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Gio Gonzalez gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Gio Gonzalez, quality lefty. First thing you think of when you think of Gio, that big overhand curveball. Might be one of the best curveballs in baseball. Pretty good fastball, too. 92 to 93 miles an hour. That big overhand hook and a straight changeup. Really quality pitcher.
Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. He'll breeze through 7 strong.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Now batting, Mike Trout. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's down to third. Moustakas has it. Throw on to Austin, takes care of him, and the inning is over. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And he fouls this one off. Grandal, a Cuban-born ball player. He was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And guys, this is not a team that's going to shoot itself in the foot. They're not going to have careless mistakes out there. They have the fewest errors in the American League, and look for them to flash the leather today in this one.
Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
He pulls this one into right. Ohtani will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Milwaukee. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Grounded back up the middle. Perez has it, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Batting 6.
Now at the plate, Brian Goodwin, and he's hoping to get things turned around here in April, entering play with an average down in the 220s from the stretch. And there he goes towards second on the ground to the right side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right, so despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Second home run early in the year, and the Angels have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Standing in now,
3-0.
Kozar. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Nope.
The windup and the 0-1. In front of the
I just hit a 3-run home run.
2 strikes on him now.
My runners thought it was gonna be caught, so they slid back to base.
Ready with the 0-2.
Fuck.
Popped up. Austin is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, number 23. He went deep in the contest last night. Gonzalez is ready. First pitch on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
3 runs already home here. Fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. set to get his evening at the plate started, Tyler Austin. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Strike one to start the at-bat. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Line towards center field. Trout is right there, one down.
Now batting.
And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. First pitch on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
Now
Digging
batting.
in for his second at-bat, number 18. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Heading out towards shallow right. Ohtani is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail in this one 3-0.
Because they're retarded.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing in, one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this is taken
Well,
out
see,
there
here's
by
the
Braun
thing.
for the first out.
Phil has a key. Phil does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants. And nobody gives a shit one way or the other.
Digging in, David Fletcher. He's 0 for 1 after
Because if
grounding
you
out
say
in his
something to
only
him,
trip
he
to the
just gonna
plate
do it
so far.
anyway. So it ain't no
Swing,
need
missed
to
that
say
time.
nothing
It's
to him.
0-1.
Ah, that's funny.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Mike Trout. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Gonzalez looks in, coming at him with the 0-1. And he looks like a new man out there as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Ready with another 0-2. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Angels are gone in order. They lead it 3-0.
Well, you know that ain't gonna never change.
With Mark DeRosa. And Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something going here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Simmons on to first, and Moustakas is hit into a double play.
Up next for Milwaukee, the catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Hot shot down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. McCann gathers, and that ends the inning. Brewers go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Shohei Ohtani.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And there's ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-1. Popped straight up. Perez has a play. 1 out. Standing in, James McCann. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Pops this one up. Grandal over to his left. 2 down. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground is short. Perez is there. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Cole Calhoun is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Braun has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. So no run. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
The left fielder, number 8.
In there for strike one.
Wrong.
And a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Again, another foul ball. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simmons has it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 7.
In now the Brewers DH.
I'm playing the Brewers.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Count is 2 balls and no strikes to the Brewers DH.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
I'm in the 3rd game.
Now batting.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
No. I'm in the 3rd game. Excuse me.
Into the box now, number 2.
The 2nd game.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No runs, 3 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. A bouncer to the left side. Cozart is there. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Boy, D-Roll, this looks like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Snap throw from the catcher. Not in time. 0-1 pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ohtani waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. Brewers strand.
And leading up for the Angels, the 3rd baseman, Zach Cozart.
Damn, I can't even put my closer in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
First offering on its way. Swinging a soft liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And the throw's offline a bit as it gets by him at 3rd.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Gets you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Back to the top of the order now, and standing in one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. He's set. Here it comes. Line toward right center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
The batter, number 6, second baseman.
Ready now for L.A., David Fletcher. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball left side. There's one. Over to Austin, the double play, and the side is retired. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Hernan Perez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Striding into the box, number 18. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. No runs, 4 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Line hard to the left side. Foul. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, that's foul.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In is Christian Yelich. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
He loses him on ball 4. Digging in once again, Mike Moustakas. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner will get back standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here. Here's the first pitch to him. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A couple of... Here's the...
I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to take my...
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
I'm going to have to take my pitcher out.
Close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense
down
is going
to
to
no
the plate,
energy.
just pulling the trigger on everything.
I just finished the top of the 6th.
On 0-2. Fastball swung on and grounded.
And I just walked 2 people.
And there's one down now. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Shohei Ohtani, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
3-0.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I'm winning.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher.
Digging in the switch hitter, James McCann.
Trying to pop my elbow.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
You know that feeling? You know that feeling when you get air in between your elbow and in your joint of your elbow?
Hit back up the middle.
Yeah.
Go on to Austin, takes care of him, and the inning is over. Go down 1-2-3, but they lead it.
That's what's wrong with my elbow.
Angel Stadium of Anaheim. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Taylor Cole is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Huh? Step on it.
Striding
Why?
In, Ryan Braun. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
Next will be the designated hitter, Eric Thames. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
So how much leftovers did y'all have from Thanksgiving?
Into right field. That's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Stepping in now, number 2, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2-0 to the Brewers center fielder.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Simmons onto the grass. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
And it's fouled away.
I know one thing, the headphones have great bass on them. Because I got it where the headphones are absorbing most of all of the
Locks him up, strike 3, and that's
noise.
the third out. Milwaukee leads 1. They trail
And
this one 3-0.
I'm in the chat with you, and I'm listening to the game play at the same time, and both of my earphones are working.
And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Brian Goodwin.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Go to your PlayStation options. Where would that be? Like Jesus. Hold on, I gotta find it. Parental control. Sign in screen. I think it's on the game. Or it might be in your go to audio put out on your PlayStation. Yeah. Sound and screen. Yeah. Video output. Start screensaver. Display area settings. Audio output settings. Yeah, try that. Audio format priority. It says linear PCM. That ain't it. Shit. Hey, Mason's on. Hold on, let me go back in my game. There we go. Come on, get off the screen. I don't even remember how I did it, but I know I did it.
And leading up for the Angels, the designated hitter, Brian Goodwin.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
And that's cut on and missed 0-1. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. In now, Zach Kozar. In previous meetings with Alex Claudio, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's set and the pitch. And, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. And he is in there. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Number 23.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the
Now
count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Fouled off. The 0-1 on its way. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 0-2 pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Drew Pomeranz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Drew Pomeranz.
That was a slider, 76 miles per hour.
David Fletcher.
Second baseman, David.
And he puts it on the ground to second. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But the Angels strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Angels 6, and the Brewers nothing. Ready for another chance? Hernan Perez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And he pops it up, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. The windup and the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Ohtani is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, number 18. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Calhoun. He gets there, and that's the second out. Coming to the plate now, Christian Yelich. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calhoun giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Stepping into the box, Mike Moustakas. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. So stepping in, Mike Trout. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
The center fielder, Mike.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Shohei Ohtani. He'll look to bounce back after. Striking out his last time up.
Ohtani.
First pitch on its way. Here's a pop-up now. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2. Now at the plate, James McCann. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. A bouncer to the left side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Yasmani Grandal. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
The left fielder, number 8.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Hit in the air down the right field line. Ohtani is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. Striding forward now is the DH, Eric Thames. Last time through was a base hit. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up.
He brings it in, and the Angels have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. Los Angeles took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Jaime Barria takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Taylor Cole takes the rare 3-inning save, his 2nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game. 2 hours.
lower her tail. The hell? You mean like she's in heat? But she's been fixed, right?
Wednesday night baseball on the show from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's interleague baseball on the show. Trevor Cahill will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, not a real good performance in his last one. Wasn't able to get out of the fourth inning. Was fortunate to come away with a no decision. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's expecting a much better performance in this one.
So striding forward now, Hernan Perez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The shortstop, Hernan Perez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Trying to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game.
Did your internet go out?
Game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Dan, who do you keep an eye on?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Oh, okay.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit it. Nail right on the head. He has a real complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3. Now at the plate, David Fletcher. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Angels, the shortstop, David Fletcher.
the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Yeah, I did. I just rerounded a little bit, so maybe it'll catch up.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Shit.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
The a-hole is home.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. Fletcher on at first, nobody out. He's running, and it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Fastball well outside.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, one guy to watch is Cole Calhoun. He's having a good series against these guys so far. He's been a huge factor, particularly driving in runs. He's already driven in 5 in this series so far. So clutch situations with guys on base, this is the guy to watch.
So striding in, Brian Goodwin. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. Braun on the run, and no one will track it down.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Swing, and he pops him up. Braun coming on. He can't get to it. This
Are you
one's down.
fool?
The tag from Moustakas, and he is out at third base.
I didn't even send the runner.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air down the right field line. Yelich is under it, and that ends the inning. Angels turned away in the first. We've played an inning in Anaheim with no score. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. Lifetime line against Trevor Cahill. He's gone 3 for 4.
Moustakas.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Moustakas is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path. Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the plate putting the digits down. That's Brian McCann. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. The ability to massage a pitching staff, soft hands, and a nice throwing arm to second base. We already know from the offensive side, he's a multiple-time All-Star with the ability to launch.
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch, the 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
So he sets him down swinging. Yasmani Grandal goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's Ryan Braun now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now another 0-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 1-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hard hit toward the hole. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Eric Thames is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the... Digging in now, Zach Kozar. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
And a close play at first as he had to go up the ladder to get that one, but he kept a foot anchored on the bag, and that's your second out. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit on the ground to third. Moustakas is there. Throw on to Austin, takes care of him, and the inning is over.
25 in the game.
So digging in now, number 2. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game.
The center fielder, number 2.
First pitch of the at-bat. They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. The 1-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
The 0-2 once more. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Hernan Perez is at the plate as he looks at ball one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Third inning, no score to this point. To 2-2 now. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
The set and the 1-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Brewers strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in, number 23. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
The first baseman, number 23.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. This pitch is popped up. Austin over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, James McCann. 0-1 the count. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Flipped out the other way towards short. And quickly there are 2 away.
The batter, number 6.
Settling in now, David Fletcher. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in the leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So they go down with that. Here comes the first pitch.
The right fielder.
They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame. Ready now, Mike Moustakas. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he fouls this one off. Yelich aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The next 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Nope. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended,
That's
do you
up
think?
to you
Yeah,
on
I think
this
that's
point.
the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
So he got him swinging. Mike Moustakas goes down to become the first out here in the fourth.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings
It
of this
won't
one.
let me do
If
that.
he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
I'm caught up to where you're leading 2-0 in the fourth inning. Yeah.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right there for strike one.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well.
You
And
got
one of the
somebody
reasons why
warming up?
first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this
See
point
if
in this
you
game.
can get 3
Grounded
outs.
back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw won't get him. Digging in, Ryan Braun. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back.
Oh, he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Designated hitter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4.
On your next inning to pitch, put your change pitchers.
The pause and the 0-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Cole Calhoun. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Long run for the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is pulled into right. A dive, but it's off his glove. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Standing in now, Shohei Ohtani as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Braun comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Digging in, Zach Cozart. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Big breaker that time as it catches the inside for a called strike.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And there's strike two as the fastball's fouled off to the right. 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. And he struck him out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on to first will be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught. Strand a couple. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
About his lineup's performance so far, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside.
No.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Hernan Perez is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. Cozart has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Yelich has a play, 1 out. So coming to the plate, number 23. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Now batting.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, James McCann, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Runners going. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. This will kick up against the wall now. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down to 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
Stepping in now, David Fletcher. Hopped up. Austin is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Stepping in, Cole Calhoun, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Braun is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Angels do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Through 5 innings, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Digging in now for the Brewers team, and Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And this is taken in by Upton for the first out.
Now back. Right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Drilled to the right side, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Not every catcher could make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And the count will be full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
The next 3-2. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. None left for Milwaukee. It remains 1-0. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin.
And
2 base hits, both singles to this point.
The center fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Goodwin.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Shohei.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Shohei Ohtani. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. One out, nobody on. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. 2 men are out.
The third baseman, number 7. Seth.
First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder has a beat on it, and that's the third out. Angels go down 1-2-3. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Luis Garcia is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
The left fielder.
First pitch coming, here it is. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. He's 2 for 4. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2.
The batter.
Next from Milwaukee, Eric Thames. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still trail 1-0. Ready once again, Brian McCann. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. And right into the shift. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. At the plate, Justin Upton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Upton waiting. Now the 1-0. On he pops it up. Here comes Yelich. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, number 23, as he sends it on the ground to first. The second for 1, and good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, number 2. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Called strike, a good pitch down in the zone. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Ohtani waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Manny Pena will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
For the Brewers, number 9, Manny Pena.
Line toward right center. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Hernan Perez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he takes strike 2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. In order are the Brewers. They trail this one 1-0. Travis Shaw is going to come on as a defensive replacement.
Claudio.
From the stretch to first. Shaw gloves it, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball in
Yeah,
the
when
strike
it got
zone.
to
And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk.
Where it was just
all
about
game long.
updated, it said you deleted the video.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss at a first
Or
pitch
it said
changeup.
it had the, you know, the
That pitch
internet
was so
symbol,
slow it barely
and then the
registered on the radar gun.
triangle, the
Yeah,
yellow
Matt,
triangle.
we don't see too many pitches
with the
falling to the
exclamation
plate like
point.
that.
It said
Especially
that.
these days, that can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
And he falls behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. This is line to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks, and the batting
That's what I'm
averages are
saying,
flowing
that-
right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in
shows that you
scoring
took it off.
position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Into the box, Brian Goodwin. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
He swings and misses. Throw down. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And Noah Ramirez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
24, Noah Ramirez.
standing in, number 18. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Ramirez features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Popped up. Fletcher is there for it. 1 out.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Christian Yelich. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Jeez, this is like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
No balls and a strike to count. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Yelich, base runner at first with 1 out.
Nope.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Yep, 1-2.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run.
I just lost my game.
Yep,
Go to
this is
my
why
game.
you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Into the box, Ryan Braun.
Sinker
Take a
down
look at
and
the
away.
pitch. Too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
You might have to rewind it a little bit.
Taken but called a strike.
Go like 4 pitches back.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Another full count pitch home. And another foul ball. Here comes the payoff pitch. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. 2-1 Milwaukee. Josh Hader to shut things down here in the 9th.
For Milwaukee.
Striding in to start the 9th, Brian Goodwin, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he popped him up. Moustakas in foul ground, but this will land untouched.
He didn't let me challenge it.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside.
With that
you
one
can't
where
just let
Brian
guys be
McCann
comfortable
throwed him
standing
start him out.
In the batter's box against you.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time.
Well, fast forward. I'll show you the home run. Live. Alright, I'm playing the replay now, so it should come up in just a second. Did you see it?
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Soft liner to the right side. And this will be put away easily for the out.
The old man went dead.
Now batting.
Stepping up now,
The right
Shohei
fielder.
Ohtani. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
I'm going to plug it up by his chair. Shit.
He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Fix it
And
back.
a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out
We'll
of the
stay
strike
up till
zone. There
12
are
o'clock
2 away
and
now.
plug it
Now
up.
batting. The third
Into the
baseman.
box now, Zach Cozart, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3
Hey,
in the
wouldn't
game
it be
so
the right
far.
time?
First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Angels down to their last strike. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Brewers came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win.
The
Alex
final line
Claudio
score for
claims
our
the
ball
win
game
out of the
tonight.
pen. His
if you can get your hands on Gilly.
Oh, I can get my hands on Gilly. Gilly actually let me powder.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the Oakland Athletics hit 3 long balls as they beat the O's in Baltimore 8-5. Omar Narvaez was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, leading the M's to the win over Kansas City 17-13. The Bo Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 7-6. The Detroit Tigers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got a dramatic walk-off win against the Indians 7-6. The Braves knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 7-4. The Cubs totaled 13 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 8-5. The Cincinnati Reds brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-3. Ketel Marte collected a total of 4 driven in as the Diamondbacks took care of the Padres 7-1. The Rockies pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-2. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
On the game.
That's a good question.
Because it doesn't tell you.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you when you first go over to the next game.
Mm-hmm.
It would tell you if you went to your, I guess it would tell you if you went to like your roster or your bullpen.
No, like, I'm trying to trade for some left-handed pitchers for my bullpen. Because all I have is right-handers.
Like, if you go to your pitching rotation,
Mm-hmm.
it'll say L and R, as in left and right-handers. You can trade whatever right-handers you want for your left-handers. I mean, that's kind of the only way I know how to say, you know, that's, that's the only way I could tell you to look and see who's a left-hander, who's a right-hander. So, but, alright, dude, I'm gonna get ready and get off. I'm getting tired.
Alright.
I know we ain't been on long, but I haven't felt good most of the day. I've had a headache off and on all day, so maybe I'll take my medicine and lay down about 10:30 and try to go to sleep without the Job Olympics pissing me off. Because he goes from Robin's room to the kitchen or to the dining room, and he does that about 10-15 times. 10-15 times before Robin finally puts him on the bed and makes him stay on the bed. And he don't listen. So,
Robin needs to start tearing that ass up. You want to know something funny?
what?
the other day. I think it was the other day. I can't remember when it was. But it was this year. During hunting season. I was over at Mackenzie's. I don't know. I don't know when it was, but I know all I had to do was say Joe Thomas. And Mackenzie said, ooh, he called you by your middle name. And he kind of dropped his head and calmed down. But yeah, Robin needs to tan that ass once in a while.
You know she ain't gonna do it.
And just like she did Mackenzie. She didn't discipline Mackenzie. Grandma did.